So we're here today with Yasmin Mitchell, proud owner and kick-butt lady boss of Decor Steals. So Yasmin, tell us a little bit, how did you start your day today?
I scrambled out of bed, got my daughter ready. She's 4.5 years old, and then I got myself ready, knowing that you guys are going to be here today.
Okay, fair enough. And now time for a little bit of caffeine?
Absolutely, every day.
So tell us, Yasmin, where are you from?
I am from Syria. I moved to the States in 2004 with a big dream, and here we are today.
Okay, and when you were little, what did you want to be as you grew up?
I always had an interest in home decor. I always wanted to be some sort of an architect and a businesswoman, so I guess I put the two together and Decor Steals was born.
What did you end up studying in school?
I studied interior architecture.
So what was the thought behind the creation of Decor Steals?
I wanted to fill two needs. One, the corporate environment did not sit well with my soul. I wanted something more intimate. The other, when I went to furnish my apartment, I just couldn't afford anything the way I wanted. I wanted more architectural pieces. I wanted more history. I wanted more love, and I couldn't afford any of that. So with that, basically, I just went out and started buying stuff for myself. And from there, I knew that this will be a success and started selling the same pieces I love and I buy.
So we know you're the founder and CEO, but what does your day-to-day role at Decor Steals entail?
Well, before I even elaborate on the work day, I have a 4.5-year-old and an awesome husband. So the day usually starts at home. I make sure I'm here for Zoey, my daughter, in the morning, dressing her up. I mean, my husband helps tremendously. I do her hair, for sure, not his thing. And then from that point on, I head to the office. I have an amazing team. Every single person is beyond fantastic. I love when I walk in the office and I say good morning and I hear all the happy, cheerful voices. And then usually at 10 o'clock, as you guys know, we launch our deals. And between 8 and 10 is our crazy time. We're like making sure the deals are ready, live, inventory is in, photos are right, everything is reviewed, etc. As the day goes by, I do a little of a lot of things. I do some buying, we call it maestroing, which is making sure the deals are ready and the products are presented the best way possible. So I do some reviewing, I work with our marketing team, I work with our finance team, you know, a little bit of this and a little bit of that.
So we know you didn't do this entirely alone. Tell us a little bit more about the role your husband plays in the business. So
in 2009, in the midst of the economy crash, I decided to start this. It was obviously a crazy idea, a daily deal site for home decor, unheard of at the time. I mean, online was not a big thing at the time either. So I went to my husband who worked with me, and I met him at work at that previous job. I went to his office and I said, I'm gonna resign. And you would expect a reasonable person to say, no honey, you cannot resign. We have a house mortgage and 2 car loans, you can't just quit. But the risk taker of a husband I have, sorry, excuse the dog. She's awesome, she's just a yapper. But anyway, the risk taker of a husband I have goes, life is too short and I know you're not very happy here, so do it, fly. And that day, I printed my resignation letter, handed it to my manager, and took off. Obviously, in the beginning, it was a struggle, it was a lot of work, but I would say that was the first and one of the most empowering moments in my life when John, my husband, said, go, and you can do this.
So tell me a little bit about your husband today. Is he still involved in the business or does he do something else?
Yes, he is. So I didn't continue, but after I started, it was terrible for a few years. And then in 2011, John lost his job and he basically joined effort 100%. he took all the tasks that I didn't love away from me. Shipping was one of them. I'm not a great shipper or packer for that matter. And then as the time went by, he participated more and more in the business. I have to stop and talk about, your eyes are not tricking you. There is a real zombie in the house. As you know, a 4.5-year-old loves Halloween, so I try to decorate as much as possible. Actually, there's a witch right here, if you want to see that too. And those spiders were her creation. So, well, not the creation part, but where to put them part. And then we did the stickers here on the stairs for mice. She absolutely loved that. So, as the time went by, John continued, and now he is continued to be part of it, and now he's our COO.
Awesome. So,
And this is Coco, by the way. Sorry.
husband and wife dream team. So you live in South Florida now. I see
Yes.
beautiful palm trees all around here. What brought you here?
The real answer is a Google search. So we, in 2011, which is the year when we started growing, and we moved about 12 times in that year. We ended up in Maine and in winter time. And as you know, Maine is just very, very cold. We wanted something a little warmer. So I did a Google search, best places to live, and number 18 on the list was West Palm Beach.
Tell me about the day you guys launched. I understand it was Black Friday 2009.
Yes, it was. So I launched at that time at 9 a.m. I still remember the first sale. Shockingly, there was a sale. I had two actually that day. The first sale was from a lady named Sarah. Sarah, if you're still with us and you made a purchase from Wooslu.com in 2019 on Black Friday specifically, please let us know. I would love to find you. The other purchase was my mother-in-law. So I actually thought that she just loved the product, admired it so much, could not live without it, and bought it. Later on, I learned that actually my husband asked her to get it to make me feel better. So that was really sweet. This was from a month ago, and that's our family. John, Zoey, myself, Zoey, and Coco, our dog. And this is her upstairs while we're here with wall art behind her. I thought it was a window. She said, nope, it's wall art. So I guess kids do notice.
So I see a couple other, a little bit more advanced drawings over here. Do you want to tell us about those?
Sure. I love watercoloring. I use watercoloring to vent, to think. It's my way of meditation, some way, somehow. And here are a few examples of what I've done. Actually, this one sits close to my heart because it was we did I don't know if you've seen it, but we've done a competition or a giveaway on Facebook where we asked our customers to just submit their pets' photos for us to pick and for me to watercolor it and send it to them. This lady had this dog, and at the time when I picked it, I did not know, but the dog's no longer with us, so that was a very sweet memory to keep for her. So.
Did someone submit a photo of their pet bear? Or is...
No, this is from an art box. I was just practicing and just love to do it, I guess. I love the colors and the flowers on the top.
That's beautiful. So what or who inspires you?
Well, I'm mostly inspired by the team. I love the passion, I love the push, the desire. So that is what keeps me going and what keeps me always having the fire in me. In terms of design and ideas, really it's anything. Walking down the street sometimes can give me an idea. You know, as you guys know, we design a lot of our products in-house, and sometimes just being in a flea market and seeing a little broken shelf, it just calls my name and gives me that urge to make it bigger, make it, I guess better in terms of how it sits on the wall, etc., and then just make it happen and bring it to you guys.
If you could describe the best thing about this Decor Steals, what would it be?
It's the family behind it on both ends. The family that's putting it together and the family that's loving it, which is our very, very loyal customers that along the way I've always been blessed with.
How do you personally connect with your customers?
Well, I'm on I don't know if you guys know, but we have several Facebook groups and a lot of social media outlets, Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, etc. I'm personally in every group we have. I read comments, I answer comments, I keep in touch. I also, I don't know if you guys know Sarah, our customer service manager. I'm very close to her. We're always talking, we're always addressing issues, concerns, love, some of the most awesome tickets that we get, stories, etc. So that's it.
Okay. And you have a beautiful home. Do you consider yourself a bargain hunter still?
Absolutely. Most of the stuff that you see here are either returns from our customers because something was scratched or not up to standards, like this light, for example. I don't know if you notice it's a little crooked. It got that way in shipping. The customer returned it. I used it. And yes, I still go to Goodwill. I still go to thrift stores as my passion.
If you won the lottery, what would you do with your winnings?
I would probably start some sort of an organization for entrepreneurs, specifically women entrepreneurs.
That's amazing. Well, I hope you win. What do you say is your best home decor advice?
Keep it simple and love the pieces you're using. Let the pieces tell your story. Don't model for the pieces. Make the pieces work for you.
Okay. In your opinion, what sets Decor Steals apart from the competition?
Oh, many things. The heart behind Decor Steals, us designing our own pieces, obviously the prices, I'm not going to state the obvious, the thrill of the hunt, having all of the special ideas, how we showcase everything. We try to inspire, so Decor Steals is a lot more than just a retailer. We're more of a pretty inspiration outlet for home decor that provides the pieces.
So here's a good one. What do you do when you have a day off or maybe a couple hours off?
I spend it with Zoey. It's very rare and far in between to have a full day off, but when I do have downtime, I usually try to have one-on-one with Zoey and John and just disconnect completely.
So speaking of Zoey, do you hope she will run Decor Steals one day?
Absolutely. She's actually big on home decor. We're very big on seasonal decor in our household, and she has one Halloween bed set. She gets really upset if we don't put it on from the beginning of the month all the way to Halloween. So we're only allowed to take it off, wash it, put it right back within a span of 4 hours. Otherwise, she will be really upset. So yes, to answer your question, absolutely.
Tell us the coolest fact that most people don't know about Decor Steals.
That it started with a $400 budget.
Okay, now tell us the coolest fact about you that people don't know.
That I'm from Syria and was born in Germany.
Okay, do you speak German or Syrian?
I speak Arabic, yes. I did speak German in the beginning, early on, like when I want to say up to 5. But no, I watched videotapes of myself speaking Deutsch, but I don't understand it, so it's kind of weird.
Who's your idol?
Oprah Winfrey.
And why is that?
Well, many reasons. She overcame a lot of challenges in her life to be the person she is today. She's real. authentic, with a true sense of self, and I love that about her. Oh, I actually want to show you this. So the words of this song just resonate with me. I recently was on an airplane going for a business meeting up north, and I was looking through our old Facebook from the Wooslu.com days and realized that the first successful deal we ever sold was a sign, not this sign, but like a wooden box sign with those words on it. And I just felt that a message came from the past and reminded me of why Decor Steals existed.
So I've heard you mention Wooslu a few times. Tell us a little bit about that.
So Wooslu was our name at first, and it means where you, it meant to mean where you spend less ultimately, but the word Wooslu just did not resonate with people, and we made a name change in 2012 to Decor Steals.
What do you know now that you'd wish you'd known back in 2009?
Everything. Literally everything.
Okay, so Decor Steals has evolved tremendously in the past decade. What can Steelers look forward to in the months and years to come?
A lot more amazing, special, custom-made deals for them. Continuous growth, and maybe some international talk, but we'll talk about that a little later.
Are there any other pieces in this room that are from Decor Steals or that are particularly special to you?
Absolutely. This wreath is from Decor Steals. It's from 2013, also a return. Now this blanket, most of you know by now, it's the Love You More blanket, and it's very, very near to my heart and to probably the hearts of those who've been following us for many years. You probably have seen such amazing and touching stories that came about because of this blanket. So yes, this is a, and if you haven't, you should join our Facebook groups and you will see what people are saying. I do have one more thought I would like to share, which is I'm just so thankful and grateful for all of you. Every single person who's been there for years or even new, for the support, for the love, for the community. Come here, Coco. And thank you, just from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Come.